So how many years have you been carving, Casey?
Probably about 15.
So you originally took it up as a hobby, and then...
I'll tell you, all my people are from Tennessee, and they were really poor, East Tennessee, and a lot of times they just had rocks. And my grandpa was born in 1894.
Yeah.
When I was 10.
Yeah.
He took my hand. He said, "Now that's my great-great-grandpa. He was in the Civil War." And I thought, "Grandpa, when you're gone, who's gonna know who's under that rock?" So when I grew up, I started making replacement stones.
Nice. So most of these older stones here pre-1900 were primarily hand-carved in like this, sort of. This is hand-carved V-sunk letters, and you get a V because the deeper you go, then it makes a V projection. It's a distinct different than in modern times. Generally, 99% of everything is sandblasted, and when you sandblast it, it creates a U in the back, and it's not as pretty, as elegant. It's the earlier sandblast was all done with these cookie cutter things, and they had to lay the letters out more like a historic newspaper, and then you'd run it through this stuff called mask, and you make a stencil, and it's thick stuff so that when you sandblast, it doesn't cut through. In modern times, you know, the vast majority today is made on computers, and then they're cutting the stencil. So the stencil, the mask cutter is like a specialized printer.
I wanted to show you what Casey Winningham's got on his rig. He's got this really cool tripod behind us that he built.
Well, it's basically started with 2x6s. I cut it down into a 2x4 cross section size. Here I left the feet and the head the same size.
So then he's got this other one that's behind us here. We're gonna pan around here. But he's got this rig that he made this himself along with a buddy of his. You can see this is a gantry crane, but it's a homemade rig that he's got on a trailer, and he's able to get this out into cemeteries and move these stones around without having to have a bunch of people.
My friend Reggie came up with this beam that allows this trolley to transfer back and forth from side to side. He came up with a real good fastening system so that the beam remained locked in very safe. The hoist goes on into that yellow loop there.
And then you've got a leveling system down here?
Yes, you do want to make sure that it's level. These are screw threads in the leg here. That way I'll put a magnetic level on the beam so that when you lift a stone, it doesn't suddenly go flying downhill.
So what kind of weight can this handle? Do you put like a 1-ton hoist on this?
2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The nice thing about it is that you can lift a stone right here. If you've got a stacked monument with maybe 3 pieces, you could lift the top piece and you can just walk it right over here, lower it down, come back, lift the next piece, lower it down. It keeps everything out of the way.
So guys, we've got a tripod, wooden tripod, we've got a gantry crane on a trailer with all his aggregate. We've got a water tank here with a sight glass. We've got a pull-out camp stove, drawers for the silverware, a bed to sleep in.
And I've got lights everywhere. I've got these foil window blocks, you know, for privacy and such. This is connected to the entire system, all the lights. Well, I've got an electrical choice. That's cooked up to my Jeep battery. That's a portable power supply. So I can plug it into there and power everything from the Jeep's battery. Or if I'm worried about it running down, I can put it in my portable power supply and power everything from there. I've got a fan, got another light, I've got a carbon monoxide detector, I've got a voltage detector, I've got temperature outside, temperature inside, and a master shutoff switch here.
So I think if we come back out here, the biggest thing that I think folks are going to appreciate, you're representing Matt's Off-Road Recovery and the Yankum ropes.
Yeah, that's a very good
Absolutely,
catch.
you guys.
That's a good
I
catch,
hope you guys
yes.
appreciate that. This man is going to get himself out, and if not, we'll call Matt.